What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're gonna be working on getting the charge pipes replaced. We're actually gonna be installing these updated upper part of this charge pipe. It's actually not gonna be the whole pipe, it's just this upper part, the elbow that goes in the throttle body. And then this is the lower one that comes from the turbo outlet to the intercooler. So we're gonna get both of these installed, just updating the pipe so that they're able to handle the upgraded boost that we're gonna be putting at it with the tune. This pipe's gotta come out completely. Unclip it from here. You're gonna have to take this air intake duct, the fresh air duct into the air box off. We're gonna take this clip off, pop this hose off, and then we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna pop it off at the intercooler, and then we're gonna pull it out up here through the top. So I'm gonna get this off, get this unclipped, show you how to unclip it down below at the intercooler, and then I'm gonna show you how to finesse it out of there to get it out up through the top. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this clip down here on the bottom. Easiest way to do this tube, if you push this tube in towards the intercooler, it'll relieve some of the tension on this clip and allow you to pull this clip straight down. I already pushed my hose in just a little bit just to relieve some tension on it, so now I'm able to pull this clip right out. And then once you get this clip out of here, probably not going to be able to get it out all the way just because it's hitting the transmission cooler. But once you get that clip out of there, be able to pull this hose out of the intercooler. So I'm gonna get this popped out, and then we're gonna go back up top and I'm gonna show you how to finesse that hose up out the top. All right, so as you can see, I got the pipe out. It's just a couple twists and turns. Make sure that when you're pulling it out, you unplug this intake air temp sensor. Next step is, I'm gonna let you guys know ahead of time that this is a little time sensitive. You're gonna have to let this sit for at least, I believe it's 12 hours or something like that after you do this step. So what we're going to do next, this is actually the thing that the new hose is going to bite onto. But what you have to do is you have to Loctite. They give you a little tube in the kit of green Loctite. You have to Loctite that onto the snout of this throttle body here. And then it has to sit for, like I said, I believe 12 hours. I'll correct myself here in the video if I'm wrong after I look back at the instructions. Leave this sit on here so that it seals or like gets glued to this intake or this throttle body here before driving the car, because if not, the boost pressure can actually push this off and break that seal. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. They give you a little Scotch-Brite pad in the kit. I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna get this piece glued on here, and then I'm gonna show you what you have to do to the other intake hose. All right, so I got this thing knocked on there. Just make sure, like I said, put your Loctite in there, spread it around inside that, and then put this on here and tap this on here with a hammer, preferably a rubber faced hammer or rubber mallet, since you don't mess up this edge of this because it's just a piece of aluminum. Make sure you tap it on there as far as it will go. If not, then it's not going to seat properly. But we got that glued on there with that Loctite that they supplied. The next step with this hose is you're going to cut this clamp off. So this is the top part where it goes into the throttle body, this plastic, this end. You're going to cut this clamp off. Now, this is like a one-time use like crimp clamp. So you're going to cut this off so we can put that upgraded silicone upper hose part on here. I have access to a cutoff wheel. If you don't have access to a cutoff wheel, if you have a Dremel tool or would like to go purchase a Dremel tool, that will work as well. Just make sure you get a Dremel tool with cutoff discs that work for metal. So we're going to get this cut off and we're going to get the new silicone hose put on. All right, we got our hose installed. One tip that I wanted to give you guys is to leave this hose clamp here loose so that you still have the ability to twist and turn this hose, the silicone hose on the metal part, to get it all lined up here properly. And then to make sure that you clock this clamp and orient it so that the engine cover doesn't hit it when it's coming down. Other than that, this is tightened up here. Like I said, we're going to wait at least a day probably before driving this car due to this Loctite needing to set up in here. And then all I have left to do is clip this hose into the intercooler on the bottom. So next we're going to do the other intake hose that comes from the turbo to the intercooler. So I'm going to go underneath the car and we're going to show you how to get that off. All right, so now that we're underneath the car, this is the hose that we're going to be replacing with the upgraded silicone. This clip here is the exact same as the clip on the other side that held the other intake hose that we just did on. We're going to pop this clip out, and to make this job a little bit easier or a lot bit easier, you be the judge of that, I'm going to take the intercooler out. I've had problems trying to fight that hose out of there before, so we're going to take the intercooler out. The intercooler is held in with a T25 here, and then a T25 here on the other side. So we're going to drop the intercooler out, obviously, before installing this intake hose from the top back in place so that we can get access to this hose to pull it out. So I'm going to get this intercooler pulled out. All right, so as you can see, we got the intercooler removed. The reason why I do that is actually to be able to rotate this hose to get access to the clip that's on the top side up there. That clip that's up there is kind of a pain to get to. You actually have to push this hose back that direction towards the turbo to get that clip to release out of the slots that it has in it. So I'm gonna mess around with getting that out, and I'll show you how that clip is supposed to work. All right, so now that I got this hose out, I wanted to show you guys how this clip works. This clip is a little weird. What you have to do is when you push this hose onto the turbo further, it allows this clip to come out through this slot here. So see how this clip goes underneath this little tab here. If in the locked position, you cannot pull this up because it hits this tab. This is stuck in the groove. This clip is stuck in the groove on the turbo. When you push the hose on a little bit further, it allows this clip to line up with that hole. It slides back like this, lines up with that hole, and then you are able to pull the clip up out of the hole. Get this clipped up and I'll show you what it looks like unclipped. It pulls up through the hole like that, and then you set it back up on top of that little ledge, and then you can pull the hose off. You have to push this hose back towards the turbo, otherwise this clip will not get freed out of the groove in the turbo and into this space here, and we'll be able to pull up. So we're going to swap this clip over to our new adapter here that goes on the turbo, and then this end of this hose right here goes into our silicone hose here and gets clamped on. So this is your replacement for this end of this hose here. So we're going to take this clip off here and put it on this new piece here. All right, so I got the hose in. I found it easier when going back together to take the end of this hose that was going into the intercooler and put it in the intercooler first, because there's two locating tabs on either side of it, and it has to be in there just the right way in order for it to seat in all the way. So I put it in the intercooler first while I had the intercooler sitting on the ground and got the clip clipped in place, and then I pushed it into the silicone hose that I already had installed. I put my screws back in for my intercooler there, and then the T25 on the other side as well. Make sure when you're putting this hose in that you have your hose clamps facing in a direction that they're not going to interfere with things up in there, and that you're going to be able to access them to tighten them after you've got everything put in place. The only thing I got left to do is to put this clamp, this hose back in all the way, get it clipped in, and then we'll be done with this job. If this video helped you guys at all with your install of these two upgraded hoses, please like the video. If you guys have any questions about anything I did here, please comment down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.